How's it going, guys? And welcome back to my garage. Alright, so it is a Monday morning for me at the time of recording this episode. And yeah, there's been a lot of things happening, as you can see already just by having a quick look around. I haven't really cleaned up the shop everywhere just yet. We still got all sorts of crap laying around, but okay. So guys, let me explain to you what happened and what exactly is the current situation and what all of the vehicles in the shop over here is all about. So let's start over here on this side. So this is the Mercedes or Wolf that we bought in the last episode. And it's been gutted a little bit. We are busy working on this thing, trying to get it fixed up a bit, so that we can probably sell it. I'm not too sure yet what we're going to do. Still kind of deciding what I want to do with this thing. But I am leaning towards converting this thing into a Wolf wagon. So we are going to try and see if that is going to be possible. So we'll see. I'm not sure what that is going to entail. It's probably going to entail changing the doors and also adding a B-pillar and the wagon roof, also adding the wagon trunk floor, and I don't know if the middle floor or the floor where the rear seat is mounted to is the same on the wagon. So I guess we'll use this as a little bit of a test for us to see how possible it is and what it's going to require for us to do it. So this project is kind of being put on hold for now because we've got a lot of customer work to do. So the first car that I'm going to address in the shop from the new customers would be this lad wagon we see up on the lift. So this is one of the guys in my Discord. I hope I'm going to pronounce his name correct. It's Baumi or Bomi, I'm not sure. But yeah, that is the spelling of his name down below in the text. So guys, we need to fix this thing up for him, and he wants us to put a inline 6 diesel engine in the car, which is this one over here. Which he supplied. So I didn't do anything to this engine. I just literally got it from the barn with the car and the wheels that he wanted to have installed, as well as the transmission, which appears to be an automatic 5-speed. So yeah, that is going in this car. And we're also going to be fixing the body up for him, getting this thing nice and straight. We're going to sort out suspension. We're going to do just about everything to this car that's going to put it right, and we're going to use the minimum parts condition of 75%. So he does not require a quotation from us. His budget is $70,000, which is quite a lot of money. And over and above that, he also sent this Wolf convertible along with the lad wagon for us. So this is in fact a donation. And as you guys know, we are going to do a little bit of something special with this car then. So what I plan to do is we are going to get this thing fixed up properly. I'm going to do a little bit of a Funcle Autoworx touch on this thing. We're going to make sure this thing is absolutely perfect. And then what I'm planning on doing with this car is this one is going to become a giveaway vehicle on our Gamers Edge Discord. So if you guys are not part of the Gamers Edge Discord just yet, I'm sure there's a link down in the description of the video to that, and also there will be one at the end of this video today, so you guys can go ahead and join that. So I'm going to try and use all the base game parts. Once again, we're not going to be using a lot of modded parts on this car, except for the ones that are publicly available, so that everybody can actually stand a chance of getting this car for themselves. So yeah, that is my plans for this. I might actually convert this into a coupe. So just cut the convertible roof off and just put a normal hardtop on this thing. Just gonna make it a little bit more economical. I don't know yet, but we'll see. This is probably going to be something we'll tackle after all of the custom projects are done, such as this wagon over here, and also the car we see over here. This is a Jason, which has also been sent to me by one of the guys in my Discord. Lacko, you guys may have heard of him before from previous roleplay episodes and series that we've been running. I think he's actually one of the guys who bought some of the cars from the Revival series from us. And we did quite a lot of work for him in the past. So yeah, he wants us to give him a quotation first of all. Now, I did go and have a look around this thing a little bit, and it needs quite a lot of work to put it right. And we are allowed to use second-hand parts on this car, and also on the wagon over there. So we can use whatever is good on this car, but everything else we are going to be replacing will be brand new parts. So this includes now the engine, which we need to put right, because the engine is a little bit, it looks like it was put together by, well, with parts that he just had laying around. So we're going to have to sort this thing out. It is not running at the moment. So I had to get everything towed over here. This one doesn't run, the wagon doesn't run. The wolf over there runs, but we'll fix it up anyway a little bit better. So yeah, guys, that is what's happening. So on today's episode, what I plan to do is we're going to dive into the wagon, because it's kind of on a first come first serve basis. So this is Balmy's lead wagon, which we're going to tackle first of all. Gonna start seeing what's happening with this thing, remove the engine, remove the suspension. We're going to get him some new tires that's going to fit on these rims. So these are 4 lugs, so we're going to stick with the 4 lugs for him. So I think what we're going to do first of all is let's just get all of the parts out. And yeah, this thing has got a blown engine, so I found the piston in the barn as well. So yeah, that's completely busted. We are going to fix up some dents on this corner over here. And I don't know if he wants to stick with the facelift. You know, this bumper, and want to go with the same bumper. Kind of like we did with Cheeto. I don't know if that's his plan for this. But we are going to just, I think, yeah, take our own initiative on this one, if I can call it that. So yeah, what I'm going to do, let's lower this thing back down. We're going to start with the engine bay. Let's just see what's cooking over here. We don't have a radiator in this thing. But that engine is completely toast. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a wrench and start undoing some parts here. And see if we can get this off the car, or out of the car. Starting with the exhaust. Alright, so that's a brand new exhaust, which will actually go on the inline 6 diesel as well, so we could actually reuse that. Let's see, next up we are going to take the engine out completely. So there's going to be a couple of things I need to undo in order to do that. Okay, let's go around this side. Let's quickly pop off the fuel line. The fuel line's bolt is there. Yeah, this engine definitely did not have a great day on the day that it decided to go bang. But alright, so out with the old and very badly damaged inline 4 engine. And as you guys may know, we did get rid of the other engines that we had in this little room over here. And I don't think this is going to be anything different. We're going to probably get rid of that eventually. But for now, let's get to taking out the next part, which would be the gearbox and the drive shaft and all of that. Right, up she goes. Go up all the way, and you stay put there, don't you fall off the freaking lift. Alright, let's get this undone. And also the drive shaft bolts can come out, and there's the old transmission, which is still in usable condition. Yeah, once again, the minimum part condition that we're going for on this thing would be the 75% benchmark. Or, yeah. Okay, guys, I think I must just move this thing outside, because I plan on building a truck bed for the box truck, which is the truck that JD built for us. So we've got our Firebird here still. We've got the box truck, which is going to be an Xbox truck pretty soon, because I'm going to be building the normal truck bed for this thing with the fender flares and everything. So stay tuned for that as well. That's still upcoming. The Alka Machinery is out here, still looking mighty good and fresh. But alright, let's continue with our work over here on this wagon. And I think since we are down here, we are going to have to take out the front suspension and everything. So might as well do it a quick and easy way, just by unbolting every single thing from it. And yeah, we need to do the brake lines as well. That side doesn't have a brake line, so There we go. We've got the cross member, which is a little bit banged up. There might be some usable parts here, but I'm not too sure. We'll see how we get into it further and what's the story. So we are going to need a new cross member anyway. So let's quickly go and buy a brand new cross member so that we can get that fitted onto the car, so that we can get our engine in. We're just gonna, yeah, it doesn't really matter at this stage now. I think the cross member falls under suspension if I remember correctly, and just got to see if we find it. All right, so this is the cross member, so let's grab one of those. All right, let's grab it and put it straight onto the car for now. I don't know if I think that in the fender on this side would be fine, because if it bolts down it should still be good. We might have to grab our hammer real quick. I just want to see if there's any dents we can actually take out of it, which there is. So yeah, these parts are usually fixable. And that's the fender, so it looks like everything is kind of salvageable. Let's just call it salvageable. Okay, there's nothing else we can do with the hammer at the moment. We're gonna replace the floors, which means this might actually have to come off anyway, so we'll see. I think that is actually part of the tunnel which goes through the center of the vehicle, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that maybe. But I think for now, let's just get our engine fitted, and then we'll start tackling the suspension and get this thing at least in sort of a rolling condition. You know, I might actually just get the transmission in. Where did I put the transmission now? Holy crap. Is it still in the car? Or did I take it out? Oh, there it is. Okay, so this needs to go into the... or under the car, rather. Okay, so we're doing the diesel conversion on day one. I don't know what the condition of the drive shaft is, but we are going to just leave it there for now until we get the suspension. All right, and then we'll pop the engine into there. Come around here, we're gonna just bolt it down, and there was that lag spike again. Okay, let's see what else we can reach from here. All right, I think let's just bring it down again. All right, looks like the hood actually closes without a problem. I was thinking it's gonna probably glitch out a bit on us, but it doesn't look like the wires actually wants to kind of work out. It looks kind of a little bit broken. Don't know if we remove the wires and reinstall them, if it will actually go into a position where they need to go. So everything kind of looks decent. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Right, so now the wires are looking a little bit better. Right, so let's bolt that down. Not really. Doesn't look much better. Yeah, it doesn't look like the wagon is gonna have decent wiring for the inline 6 diesel, because I personally never in my life installed a we are missing a starter. I never installed a diesel engine in one of these wagons, or in a lad for that matter. So this is kind of a first for me. Right, but I think we've got everything. Just double check up here. Alright, can't really see behind this tunnel over there, but we've got that bolt tightened down. So everything is kind of bolted down. Now we can get the exhaust in, which is going to require us to hunker down over here again. Just pop that into there and zip it down. Okay, so that looks good. I noticed we missed missing a starter on this thing. So I think, I'm not too sure if the starter on the inline 4 is the same one as this. I doubt it. It might actually be. I don't know. Let's just check what parts we can use off the old engine here. If it's got a decent starter, maybe. I don't know. And also see if it is something that can be mounted to the inline 6, which it can. So this is an inline 6 diesel slash inline 4 starter, which is great, which means I don't have to buy a brand new starter because this one is actually brand spanking new. I just gotta find that lower bolt. Okay, so that looks pretty decent. Okay, let's go around to the back now because we're going to lift this thing up again. And let's start removing the rear suspension. I'm going to strip it down. We're gonna see what is usable. I've got a nice shiny hubcap on here. Brand new hubcap. No hubcap on that side. Yeah, kind of what's a hubcap, you know? Alright, let's undo the drive shaft once again, which we're going to inspect. Drive shaft looks good, so we can get that back onto the car. We're gonna just bolt it down to the transmission. Right, and then we will undo the differential. I don't really think we need to do this. We could actually take the whole thing apart now just by undoing all the relevant bolts to it, such as these arms over here. And then that will actually come out already because there's no brake lines or calipers or anything like that. So doesn't look like there's much usable here. Oh, this wheel has been chromed. Alright, so there's a very slight chance that might actually be a decent tire on that as well, but we are swapping it out. Okay, that's a old caliper, which is kind of bad. Let's grab our screwdriver. Take this thing apart completely. Yeah, we haven't really worked on one of these in quite a while, so it's kind of yeah, new to the channel once again, but it's also kind of something we have done in the past. So I don't know, guys. It's just one of those things, you know. Customers have got their own ideas, and they send me their stuff, and pretty much what's featured is what's being sent to me. So yeah, okay. There's absolutely nothing usable on this. I doubt that this hub is going to be any good. Oh, can you come here, handbrake cable? Right. Okay, let's just see. Handbrake cable is brand new. Okay, so that's the first part we've got that's usable for the rear suspension, so we'll drop it over there. This hub shot, brake disc shot, caliper shot, so yeah, nothing on that side. Let's check this hub for the hell of it. Just see what it's all about. Hub is 73%, which is still usable, but it's under 75%, so we're going to just go ahead and buy probably a new one. It'll all depend on what we've got. Okay, we don't have anything in the shop anymore because I sold everything. All right, so yeah, that was kind of a bad money situation we had. All right, so let's get to buying all of the relevant rear suspension parts real quick. We're gonna need 2 of each of those. Differential drive shaft we've got. We're going to need to buy 2 hubs because he wants 4 lug hubs. Rear axle itself is shot, so we're buying that. Let's get the 2 rear shock absorbers, and in his message he said to me that he wants it to be as low as possible, so we're going to do the adjustable coilovers. Alright, so let's get those. He is going to need a new steering column, so we'll just grab it for the time being because we are kind of working on the rear suspension. So let's get him a 3.2 differential, which is a base game diff. All the other ones you see here are modded ones, so I think those will be fine. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. So let's get the, you know what? Let's buy the brakes as well for the rear. Alright, so we are looking for the 2 brake discs. We'll buy 2 new brake lines. And we'll buy the rear brake pads. And then we'll buy the 2 rear calipers. And we'll also grab that. Alright, so that is good. We've got everything we need for the rear suspension to sort that out on this car. Alright, there was not really anything to reuse. So we are using the second-hand parts that came with the car. Alright, and and brake cable into place. All right, drive shaft. Well, not drive shaft. Hub. Side shaft. That's actually what this is, I guess. I don't know. It's not really a side shaft. It's more like a hub with the shaft. But okay, so that is ready to rock and roll. I think most of the parts will actually have to go onto the car itself first before we could actually mount anything to it. We probably do have to replace those floor pans now, come to think of it. Because, yeah, those things actually mount to the floor pans. Which might actually be something we'll need to do beforehand. So, okay. But you know what? Let's just focus on getting this put together first of all. We'll put the car up onto the... Well, put the suspension onto the car, and then we can tackle the rest of that work afterwards. While the car is sitting down on ground, and we can actually push it away from the lift. Right, let's come and do this. We need to tighten it up. Okay, brake discs. Okay, let's get our brake pads in. Okay, just like that. Brand new brakes. Right, now where are the brake hoses? I did buy 2 of them for now. There we go. And this one. Okay, let's zip it down, zip it down. Okay, we've got those ready to rock and roll. Right. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell which side is which. Okay, but this is left-hand side, probably. Yes. No, right-hand side. Yeah, right-hand side. This is left-hand side. Okay, so that is rear suspension sorted. Let's quickly do this. We're going to grab everything into our backpack that can go into it. That can stay for now. We'll grab this arm. Because this arm needs to go back here. Okay, so if you guys ask me, this car looks like it was actually converted from a sedan. Because the front parts being everything that would be on a sedan, and then the rear looks like it's brand new doors for the wagon. We've got the wagon quarter panels, rear panel, roof, and all of that. So, yeah, he actually did the conversion himself by the looks of it. Okay, so let's get all of this junk out of the way. Can probably get that installed only later on. So, I'll get this into there. We are going to replace the wheel wells and all of that. We'll do the bodywork afterwards, I guess. So this is all going to have to be unbolted again anyway, but I just want to get this thing off the lift. I might have to go and buy the tires, which is fine. We can do that. Still got a bit of crap we need to go and sell at the... that actually goes to the wheel wells, you know? I think. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we'll just get it installed for the moment, so we'll figure that all out once we get to it. Alright, shock absorber for this side. Okay, springs can't go in just yet, and let's just get this last upper control arm into there. Yeah, let's grab the axle. Okay, let's pop the axle into there. Zip, zip, zip. This one over there. Okay, we need to do the same on this side. Main brake lines need to be replaced. Okay, so no use in putting that together now. Okay, let's just see. Are we good? Looks like it. Okay, the drive shaft we know is good. Yeah, this car actually is very easy to work on. All the wagons are, well, the lads are pretty basic and straightforward. Did we get this bolted down? We did get that bolted down. So yeah, they are quite simple to work on once you know your way around them. So I'm quite confident the rear suspension is pretty much sorted. We just need to get those springs, adjustable coilovers, installed. Adjustable springs, rather. Not really coilovers, but okay. guess it is called a coilover, I don't know. Okay, so now we need to do front suspension as well. But I do want to see if we can get this main brake line out quickly, because then we can replace that. It's just going to be a bit hard with the car so high up in the lift. It's over on this side. Brake booster also needs to be replaced, so we'll get a new one of those in just a bit here. It looks like, yeah, the damage actually went quite a bit further than what you usually would expect for a front end collision. Even the brake master cylinder shifted a bit, so I need to check that for dents. See if that firewall is straight. Where's the hammer? There's the hammer. Okay, let's just see if the firewall's got anything to do. Nope, doesn't look like it. So the firewall might actually be fine, but we'll get to bodywork afterwards. Let's just focus on suspension, making this thing a roller. If it can roll and maybe possibly even run and drive, we'll see what the story will be. Do we have a cooling fan on this? Yes, we do, but it's like right up until the grill. So it's going to look a bit weird once we get the radiator in, because it's going to glitch into the radiator a fair bit over there. But what? Nothing we can really do about it. Okay, so let's continue with the front suspension. Let's first of all disassemble this. Not a shiny hubcap, which is bad. Anyway, 54%. Yeah, that's gone. Alright, let's get this moved. We've got another set of steelies in the shop then. Might need some tires, I don't know. But I don't think we'll really have a use for these anyway. Alright, so let's continue over here. Get the tie rod off. Tie rod is brand new. This tie rod is also brand new, which is good. It means fewer parts we'll have to replace. Steering rack is also still brand new, so we can go ahead and get this installed onto our new cross member, actually. Okay, let's see what else we've got that is going to be reusable. Shock absorber is bad. Okay, let's see. We need to take off the caliper from here in order to inspect the rest of this stuff, but you can clearly see that the hub carrier is shot, the caliper itself is shot. Alright, come on, can I grab you and turn you around? There we go. Alright, the hub is good. Might save a bit of money on the hub. Alright, come on, let's just get that again. Brake discs are looking bad. Even that one was bad, so need to replace the hub carrier and the calipers. Yes, both calipers are shot. Oh, we already got the new coilovers. Okay, let's do it like this as well on this side. Need the wrench. Okay, no brake disc on this side. We've got the hub on there, but it's shot. The hub carrier might be good. I don't know, there's nothing usable on this, so that can go in the trash. Same with that. That is rusty as hell. All right, let's see what's cooking on this side. Just unbolt a bunch of the stuff here and see what it's all about. Shock absorber is bad. That is clearly bad. That is brand new. Front right. Lower on. It probably has been replaced. Okay, so this is empty now, but that is bad, so we can go ahead and chuck that. Alright, so we've got hub, and we need hub carrier, probably. Yeah, this hub carrier is bad. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if we keep it like that, because there's There's nothing usable. The hub carrier is not bad. It's on 68%, but we are setting a minimum of, let's call it 75%, as I always said. What the heck is this over here? Oh, there's another hub. Huh, we forgot to sell this hub. Alright, so we can use this hub on this side. And use this one on this side then. That's pretty good. Didn't even know I missed that, but okay. Sometimes things work out, you know. And shock absorber, that's 58. Okay, that's bad. Alright, so everything we see here is bad. Everything we see here is good. So let's get the steering rack back in. Okay, bolt that down. And we've got the good upper control arm on the right-hand side. Or lower control arm, rather. Yes, so we need the upper one for the right-hand side. And then everything else, with the exception of, yeah, the two hubs, brakes, we need one of those as well. I think that's all of the shopping done for the brakes. Let's go over to suspension. Alright, so we need front suspension stuff, which will be starting off with those. Yeah, that's all the rear stuff. That's what we've got. We need this. We need two of these. We need the steering rack's good. Tie rod's good. Steering wheel. I don't know. We're going to do the sports steering wheel for him probably. Front left. Front right. And I don't think I bought these yet. Yeah, but I think that's everything we need for the front suspension to put it together. Okay. Alright, let's grab some parts into our backpack. Whatever we can fit for now. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab this one just by hand. Okay, so front right, that can go onto here. Brake disc, we'll have to wait with that. We'll have to wait a bit. Alright, let's just put this one on this side. Lower control arm front left. That can go onto there for now. Shock absorber, brake master cylinder can go onto the firewall. Alright, caliper is going to be assembled in a bit. We've got a spring for this side, front left upper control arm. Alright, let's just zip that down. So that is looking pretty good so far. It's not really a big issue with this car. Alright, let's just grab everything else, and we'll also grab the steering column. Okay, up carrier is front right on that side, front left. Brake line, a caliper, brake pads for the rear. That's the empty box. Let me just chuck that. And last but not least, the front shock absorber for this side. Okay, let's start with the brake caliper stuff, I guess. Just put these together, and then we can also get rid of this box. Alright, we're gonna need the screwdriver in just a bit. Okay, let's get these pads installed. Just like that. There we go. Alright, brake hose. Come on, get on there. There we go. And on this side, get you on there. Zip it down, and let's do this next. Right, so let's just do, oh crap, let's just do one at least so that this thing can stay where it's supposed to be. And killing the door once again. Okay, and let's do this. 1, 2, 3. So that's sorted. Now we can get our hubs installed. Oh, come on, there we go. Hubs are on. Let's get the brake discs on. Same on this side. Brake disc on. Grab our screwdriver. Zip it down. Oh, for crying out loud. Just zip it down. Same on that side. And that is done. We're going to need this again. So would you let me grab the damn thing? You know what? Just do it with the tool. Then we might get it right. Here we go. Right, put you back there. shock absorber, upper bolt, lower bolt, brake caliper. Okay, we don't have the main brake line in yet. It is back here somewhere, somehow. I don't know where there it is. Okay, so that's the brake, well, the main brake line. All right, zip that down, zip that down. Let's go around to the front. Just quickly get this one installed as well. Okay, let's do that. Okay, same on this side. Just gotta do that brake line. And I think that is all that we needed to do with the suspension. Let's just get this shock absorber in as well. These are actually easy to see at the top, so we'll just grab it from there. And I think that is the lot. Front suspension is done. Rear suspension is done. So now we can get this thing probably not lowered down yet. Let's go and grab the tires for the wheels. Okay, so let's bring the Alcomachino in here. The Alcomachino, aka Black Beauty. Still got some stuff in the back of the bed of this thing. Alright, let's use our Chevy Alcomachino for this. And guys, yes, I do have got a steering wheel, so I just want to apologize for the clicking sounds. The gear shifter is very loud, so it's definitely a cheapskate steering wheel. I only paid like $20 US for it. That is the direct conversion from South African rand, I guess. But okay, there we go. Alcomachino is in position. We're just going to quickly grab these parts. I'm just going to chuck them on the pile over here. We'll sort everything out off camera, guys, because I don't want to make you guys watch me take my crap all the way to the pawn shop every time. So we're just going to start doing these things off camera, you know, because we've got a lot of other work to continue with that's more important for you guys to see. So let's grab all of these wheels, all these rims. Gonna go and buy some low profile tires, which I think is going to be the best fit for this wagon with its low suspension. Alright, let me drive this thing. I think it's nice to drive in first person if you've got a steering wheel. Let's do it like this. I guess it looks a little bit better on video as well if I'm not driving with the keyboard, because then it would be like instant full lock steering both ways. I think it looks a little bit better. I don't know, you guys let me know down in the comment section, what do you guys think? If the content looks a bit better if it's done with a steering wheel. Because my setup had to change quite a bit, and now we're getting stuck on this curb because our truck is lowered. That's the only downside of having a lowered vehicle. Stuff like this happens. Okay, now I'm just using the keyboard because driving in third person with a steering wheel is it's not easy. I don't know. I can't manage with it, to be honest. So it's just gonna have to be more or less what it is then. Let's open this up. We've got a tire machine here. As you all know, that is something I brought over here once we started setting up for the save. Right, 4 tires.
Say, are you going in town today? If you
Hey,
do,
bud.
say hi to my friend Minty at the performance parts shop for me.
Alright, yeah, no, I'm not going into town today. I actually went into town already today because I went to check up on the trailers, if the trailer spawned. And yeah, unfortunately, guys, that mod doesn't seem to load the trailers for me. I was standing right in front of the place where the trailers would spawn, and I saved and exited the game, and I reloaded the game, and it didn't show up. So I already went ahead and bought myself the base game trailer.
The pawn shop guy. If
Yes,
you need advice from me,
I
stay
do know
away
Steve.
from this guy.
I
He's
do know
way too shaky
Steve.
for my liking.
Okay, let's just get all of these tires mounted. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And the last one. And boom, just like that. That is sorted out. So we've got all the tires mounted on Baumi's rims, or Bomi. I don't know how it's pronounced, but okay. I think Baumi or Bomi is probably either one of the two. Alright, let's get this beautiful thing back to the shop so that we can get our wheels mounted onto that wagon. I even bound the indicators. Yeah, everything kind of works with the steering wheel. It looks pretty nice. I must say, it's a lot of fun. We did a live stream on Motortown the other night, where I actually tested this thing out as well. So you guys can go ahead and have a look at that if you want. Alright, so here we are back at the shop with the wheels and tires ready and mounted. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to once you never had a steering wheel and all of a sudden you've got a steering wheel. So yeah, my setup had to change quite a bit on my desk, so it's kind of yeah, a little bit weird still getting the feel for everything, because the keyboard is now moved over to the left, and the microphone is hanging above my head on a bracket that I have from my old microphone. So it's definitely upgraded and changed quite a bit. So there we go. We've got the wheels on. Let's just get them bolted down, and then we can get them aired up. I don't think we've got any coolant or anything in the shop. Might have to check. We might have coolant, but we don't have the radiator yet. But yeah, that's not a big problem. We can also get that sorted. Oh, we do have coolant there. Okay. We'll see. We might actually be able to fire this thing up if we drain the gas tank and put some diesel in it. Which is something we're going to have to go and buy first of all again. Why is this laying here? Just put you on there. Okay. May have came off our angle grinder. Don't know for what reason, because I didn't use the angle grinder again. But okay, let's just put that back onto there. Alright, so suspension sorted. We need to get the tires aired up real quick. Okay, so let's go to 2 bars again. I usually just do 2 bar. Because, I don't know guys, here in South Africa, when we have tires fitted to our cars, the tire places actually air them up to 2 bar as well. It's kind of like a set standard. And I guess it doesn't really matter in this game what pressure you set your tires to. But I'm just going to go ahead and follow that example and do all the tires to 2 bar, and then we at least know it's going to be perfect. Let's do this one as well. Okay, and the last one, last but not least. Okay, that is sorted. So now, if this thing has got a pressure in it, and it's got all 4 of the wheels on, we can actually get this thing lowered down. So it should sit exactly the way that it's supposed to. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, very nice wheels. These are base game wheels, for those of you who are wondering. These are not modded or anything like that. Right, now we've got the handbrake up. What is that? That's the exhaust kind of glitching through because the car is now slammed. So he wants this thing low as possible. I believe, if I understood the message correctly. So let's see. To lower this thing, we're going to tighten it up. That's all the way it goes. Yeah, that is slammed. That is completely slammed, which I think I might actually just adjust this up for the time being while it's still going to be in our shop, because our little bump out there is definitely not lowrider friendly. And yeah, you can clearly see that looks a little bit weird. So I don't think he really wants it to look like that. So we're going to have to anyway find a setting for this to make it look kind of normal. Let's go up all the way on both sides, because now yeah, it's probably also because of the front being slammed completely. Just lift it up all the way. Alright, can we get in here? Okay, so that is the highest setting for the springs, and that kind of actually is the only way that it really looks okay with these wheels. I don't know, let's see if we go 2 clicks down on each. What does that look like? Okay, we've got no clipping in the front, but now we've got clipping at the back, so it's gonna look a little bit odd. Not even 1 click is going to solve that, so it looks like the lowest setting will be on the highest setting for these. Okay, so the front is lowered 2, the rear is lifted up all the way. I actually think that looks pretty damn mean if you ask me. It looks kind of decent. Alright, so let's just keep it like this for now. Okay, what do I still need to do? Okay, yes, radiator. Let's get a radiator in this beautiful machine. Or a beautiful to be machine. Because it's not very beautiful at the moment, but it's going to be. Right, so we are looking for the radiator, upper hose, and lower hose. Put it in line 4. Okay, where are you going? This way. Okay, let's just spin it around, get you onto there, and get you onto there. Alright, zip it down. We'll zip it down, and there we go. Okay, so let's get this thing mounted and see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like as if the fan is in front of the radiator, so yeah, I don't know, that's not really anything we can do about it, guys. It's just the way that it's gonna have to be. Alright, so now this car is actually a very nice dark green, which is a pretty color. I don't know if he wants to stick with that color, but because he didn't give me instructions like what color he wants this thing. He just gave me the engine and the wheels that he wants in, or on, or in, or whatever you'd like to call it. Okay, let's go and do some coolant real quick, and we might have to do brake fluid. Did I tighten up the bolt down here? Let's just maybe make sure of that. Where the heck is the wrench, Funcle? In the toolbox where it belongs. Okay. Okay, see, we didn't do that, so now I'm contemplating whether I did all of the brake lines. Let's just have a quick squeeze at it. Okay, I think it's done. Oh, this car would actually look pretty mean with the bumpers deleted. And now we did the same thing we did with the freaking Firebird. I'm closing up the hood with the caps removed. Where's our radiator cap? Don't you... Oh, for crying out loud, guys. Why do I always do this? It sucks to be me sometimes. Playing with the hood and opening and closing it while we are trying to freaking do the coolant. Okay, because now... There it is. Okay. Jeez, like, okay. Alright, let me do the coolant, guys. And this is going to take a hot minute, so I'm going to bring you guys back up to speed once we are ready to go and get some oil for this thing. Might take the Firebird for a bit of a spin, or I don't know, we'll maybe take a walk. But okay, let's get this filled up and then we'll see what we're going to do. Alright, so that actually takes only 1 jug of coolant, but I'm just going to fill it up a tiny bit more, just so that we are certain this thing is perfectly filled up. Okay, I just thought about it again. We need to take a vehicle, because I'm going to drain the gas tank in this thing. So we are going to go and buy some oil, and we're going to get some diesel. So I'm going to take the gas tank with me. I think it's going to be easier to do it that way. So let's see how this comes out again. Just the 2 bolts and see. We can also check the condition of it. It's 100%. Okay, so now we need to get this gas drained. I don't want to put it in there. Let's go put it in our box truck if we can. Or not really our box truck, our pick-em-up truck, which is going to be a pick-em-up truck again soon. One day. Okay, let's put this on the tire. Okay, let's maybe not put that on the tire. The tire doesn't seem to have collisions, and neither does the rim. And now the fuel filler is on the ground. Okay. You know what? Let's put it over here. Take this off. We're going to put it over there. Okay, let me grab this now. See if we can fill this into the box truck. Is it happening? Yes, it is. Okay, so we need to pour this out. Okay, I think it's empty. Yeah, let's put the fuel filler back onto our ram truck, box truck, whatever you'd like to call it. It's currently a no bed. It's got 0 bed on it. Okay, but we need to take this with us. Let's see if the Firebird actually still runs and drives, because I've been meaning to take this thing for a bit of a cruise with the steering wheel. So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just try and get ourselves in position perfectly. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go. The clicking sound for the shifter. Yeah, this is running nice. Okay, we need to do a little bit of momentum over here. Otherwise we get stuck. There we go. Alright, and here we are. Gas station. So we need to fill up this tank with diesel. And I need to grab some oil. And I've got no idea what else I need from here. But I guess we'll have to just come back again if we need anything else. Collisions are still a bit weird there. So I'm going to quickly get this thing filled up with diesel. Okay. Alright, we're going to have a diesel-powered lad wagon. Or Lada wagon. Alright, all filled up and we are ready to go back. I just need to grab some oil for the engine. And I think since I am here now and we're going to be working on a lot of cars, I might as well grab... That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just grab a whole backpack full of oil. And that way we know we've got enough oil for almost all the cars. And I'm going to grab another 2 of these. Because we can. Okay, let's just put these in the trunk of the Firebird. And yeah, collisions are weird. Okay. That's probably going to end up in the front seat where we are sitting, but okay. Alright, let's fire this beast up again, guys. Let's get this thing over to the shop again. Whoa, okay, yeah. Take it nice and easy. This thing makes a lot of power. We still haven't had this thing on the dyno yet. Still wanted to go and do that as well, so we'll maybe have to go and take a drive out to the service center, or we could probably use the dyno over here, but we'll see. Don't know if I want to do it today. Get this thing on the dyno to see how much power it makes. Alright, let's just park it right over here, getting out, and alright, so we don't really need the coolant now, but I'm just going to take it out of the car, because I sometimes will get stuff in the trunks of cars, so it's a bit of one of those things, you know. Alright, so we're going to need 3 bottles of oil. I will put the oil on the shelf somewhere off camera later after the recording, guys. So I'm not going to bore you guys by making you watch me stack my bottles of oil on a table or under a desk or wherever. Alright, so let me get the oil filled up real quick. And then we're going to get the gas tank mounted with the diesel and see if this thing wants to come to life. but I'm quite certain it will if everything is fine with the engine. Alrighty, so there we go, guys. We've got this thing filled up with oil, and let's just check the dipstick. Yeah, that looks good. The coolant is looking good. Okay. We don't have brake fluid in the brake fluid reservoir. I kind of forgot about that. We didn't buy some extra brake fluid, but we'll grab the ones we have over here. Okay, which is probably not going to be enough, but we'll see. I might actually, you know what, we could actually pour the old brake fluid from the old reservoir out as well. So let's do that. I mean, no harm in doing that if we can find the freaking old brake booster. Where did we put it? Did we even have one on this car? Yes, we did. Okay, so, but it's empty. Okay, you know what? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Ah, well, screw it. We'll just do it later. Okay. Okay, so guys, let's quickly grab the gas tank, because I really want to see if this thing fires up before we end this video. Alright, gas tank is still on the Firebird's passenger seat. Alright, let's just see if I can actually get to the bolts. Come on. There we go. One there and one there. That is done. As for interior on this car, I don't know if yeah, we'll see. It's supposed to have gray leather. I don't know, we'll decide. But okay, unfortunately the wagon doesn't have a whatchamacallit glow plug light cluster. But okay, yeah. It was actually expected. We do have got the auto transmission in this thing. With manual pedals, so we've got absolutely no brakes. Oh crap, and I forgot what the keybind was for the handbrake. But okay, yes, the diesel powered wagon is running, it is driving, it is kind of doing what it's supposed to do. Alright, that is actually a win, guys. Alright, I'm not going to take this thing on a drive or anything like that. I just wanted to see if it actually fires up, but now we can definitely start working on the body in this thing on the next episode. So I think we've got quite a lot of stuff done to this thing already. It's definitely gonna get there. As for the suspension, we might have to take some of it apart again in order to sort out the floor pans and such, but you know what? That's just part of it, guys. We're gonna have to tackle it once we get to it. But I think this thing is going to turn out pretty nice. As I said, I don't have an idea what colors he would like to have this car painted, or even if he would like to have some interior custom color in it. We'll see. Yeah, it didn't give me a lot of information with this car and what I should do. If it was up to me, I would go and buy some interior from the interior store, which means we might have to take a little bit of a road trip again sometime. Alright, let's just maybe get this front bumper off, because I think this is the only part we can't salvage. Let's also have a look at, see what it's going to look like without the front bumper. Alright, so without the front bumper, the engine fan is sticking out quite a bit, but that might actually be damaged. So let me just see what we can figure out here real quick. And we've got a little bit of Bondo as well. Can try and sort that out for him. Bumper is shot, so I don't know if he wants bumpers on this thing. Alright, but let's see. That's not really going to do much. Look at me putting Bondo over the dirt and grime and stuff on this car. There's a tiny bit of rust on this thing as well. There's some dents over there on this fender. Nothing too terrible. It's definitely salvageable. Alright, we might need another tub of Bondo because that one is finished. Let's see what else we can do to this thing. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to probably put on bumpers because unfortunately inline 6 just well, the diesel is just too tall or too long, sticking out the front of the car. It wasn't as noticeable when the bumper was on, so I think we might have to put bumpers back onto this thing, but we'll see what we're gonna do. I'm just trying to fix up this hood real quick. Sometimes it can be a bit of a bear getting the last bit of dents removed off a panel. You need to kind of like just button bash it until you get it. There's also some dents on the door which we can sort out. That looks good. This door looks brand new. That looks brand new. So nothing wrong with that. This fender is good. Rocket panel is good. Is it rusty? Can't really tell because the car is super dirty. Okay, but I think that is as straight as she's going to get. We are going to replace the grill. This grill is a bit tired. Screwdriver. So let me take that off. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Got one headlight over there. I don't know what's the story of that, but okay. Yes, guys, that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this episode so far on this car. We've got a little bit of glitching through over there from the engine. Might be able to fix that with a different hood, maybe. I don't know what hoods are available for these. I can't really remember. But yeah, guys, I think that is quite good and quite decent. We've achieved a lot. I've done everything in my power to get this thing as far as humanly possible within the hour for this episode, guys. It's been real and it's been a lot of fun. So yes, guys, I think that is going to be a wrap for this episode. So thank you so much for tuning in once again. I appreciate every view, every like. And also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. And then I will see you all in the next one.